Om Tapaswadhyaya Shushrusha Krishna Pujaratam Munim Vishveshamistadam Vande Parivrat Chakravartinam Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om to all. Welcome back to Bhagavad Gita session. Today we are going to look at chapter 1 verse 4. In previous verse, after pointing out the strength of the Pandava army and reminding Drona of his indirect responsibility in shaping that strength, Duryodhana's mind does not settle. Instead of gaining confidence, his anxiety increases. Now he begins to look closely at the warriors on the opposite side. What follows is not a neutral description of the enemy, but an emotional outpouring of fear, regret, and inner pain. Verse 1.4 shows us how a disturbed mind starts magnifying the strength of others and silently mourning what it has lost. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, verse 4. Atra shura maheshwasa bhimarjuna samayudhi yuyudhano viratascha drupadascha maharatha. Atra, here in this army, shuraha, brave warriors, maheshwasaha, great archers, bhimarjuna samaha, equal to Bhima and Arjuna, yudhi, in battle, yuyudhanaha, the Yuyudhana, his name is Satyaki, Virataha, King Virata, Cha means and, Drupadaha, King Drupada, Maharataha, a great chariot warrior. I will explain Maharata in the next class. When we see the shloka, Atra shura maheshwasaha bhimarjuna samayudhi yudhano viratascha drupadascha maharataha, it's very simple. Here in the Pandava army are brave heroes and great archers, warriors equal to Bhima and Arjuna in battle. They are Yudhana, King Virata, and the great warrior Drupada. But Duryodhana started comparing here. Duryodhana compares the warrior on the opposite side to Bhima and Arjuna because His fear is fixed on them. Bhima represents raw, unstoppable strength. Arjuna represents skill, focus, and divine alignment. By using them as the standard of comparison or benchmark, Duryodhana unintentionally reveals that these two dominate his thoughts. A confident mind plans quietly. A fearful mind keeps comparing. That is what Duryodhana did here. Then he mentions 3 names. And there is a pain hidden in his listing. These are not ordinary warriors. In Duryodhana's heart, all 3 should have been on his side. Their presence in the Pandava army troubles him more than the presence of many unknown soldiers. Drupada is the first reminder of that pain. Earlier, Drupada stood with Jarasandha against Krishna. Later, when the Pandavas defeated Drupada and captured him, they did not completely destroy him. Half of his kingdom was returned through Drona. That movement could have turned Drupada into a permanent enemy of Pandavas. Instead, he chose gratitude and dharma. He gave his daughter Draupadi to the Pandavas, became their relative. And now he stood firmly with them. Duryodhana cannot accept this because he understands power, not moral choices. Then comes Virata. His kingdom lived under the overpowering influence of Kichaka. And fear had settled into daily life. Bhima removed that fear by killing Kichaka. Virata did not support the Pandavas out of politics or strategy. He supported them because they restored dignity and safety. That is why he supported them. People naturally stand with those who remove fear from their lives. Duryodhana demanded loyalty. The Pandavas earned it. The third name is Satyaki. Cuts the deepest. Satyaki never ever crossed Balarama's instructions. He is Balarama's disciple. Balarama chose not to participate in the war and went on pilgrimage, remaining neutral. Duryodhana expected Satyaki should have followed that discipline. Yet, he stood with Krishna and the Pandavas. This pains Duryodhana deeply because Balarama himself was his teacher in Gada Yuddha. The tradition that trained him did not stand with him. Neither Balarama stood with him, and Satyaki should have abstained from the Yuddha, but he did not follow that rule of Balarama, and he stood with Krishna and Pandavas. It pained him more. The unspoken feeling behind this verse is very clear. These people should have been with me. Teachers, relationships, power and history all seem to support me, yet they choose the other side. It teaches us one particular lesson. When we constantly compare ourselves with others, fear has already entered in our mind. Growth happens quietly. Insecurity speaks loudly. People may admire strength, but they follow character. In families also, authority driven by control slowly pushes people away. When fear is removed and dignity is restored, bonds naturally strengthen. Relationships survive on trust, not command. True leadership does not demand loyalty through position. It earns support by creating safety and confidence. When dharma leaves leadership, people may stay physically, but their hearts quietly walk away. The verse is not merely about warriors. It is the voice of powerful man realizing too late that righteousness has chosen another side. God bless you all. Hari Om. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Sarve santu niramayah. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschit dukhabhag bhavet. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.